Number 1. Are you going to comply with the rules of the game? Find a synonym for comply. Tamper, argue, obey, or leave. Number 2. Vincent's distress could be seen on his face. Find a synonym for distress. Jubilation, sorrow, anger, or boredom. Number 3. The strange encounter took place at the bank. Find a synonym for encounter. Meeting, robbery, deposit, discovery. Number 4. The children understood the moral of the fable. Find a synonym for moral. Plot, setting, lesson, characters. Number 5. His brother ridiculed him for buying the old bicycle. Find a synonym for ridiculed. Congratulated, envied, lectured, taunted. Number 6. Their conversation left Lola indignant. Find a synonym for indignant. Illuminated, angry, anxious, or unchanged. Number 7. Jamie has a compassionate nature. Find an antonym for compassionate. Unsympathetic, compatible, patient, or meticulous. Number 8. We could see his ample figure in the doorway. Find an antonym for ample. Short, reassuring, skinny, threatening. Number 9. The performance resumed at 7:30. Find an antonym for resumed. Continued, escalated, deteriorated, or paused. Number 10. The sounds of mirth filled the dance halls. Find an antonym for mirth. Mischief, weeping, jubilation, or relief. Number 11. Camping always requires a great deal of exertion. Find an antonym for exertion. Foolhardiness, carelessness, knowledge, or relaxation. Number 12. Caring for 3 dogs became a burden to Mr. Schmidt. Find an antonym for burden. Problem, failure, help, disaster. Number 13. Because the trunk was cumbersome, I couldn't wait to open it, put a new coat of paint on it, put it in the kitchen, or needed help carrying it. 14. A jest is an airplane, a stream of water, an insult, or a joke. 15. Which of the following is a moral issue? Deciding what to eat for lunch, deciding whether to play basketball or handball, deciding whether to cheat on an exam, or deciding when to go to bed. 16. The package Hiroko was carrying was quite a burden. What was most likely to be inside? A bag of carrots, 4 large books, a magazine, or a letter. 17. The encounter at Bunker Hill was costly for both sides. Encounter means battle, reunion, feast, mistake. 18. Brandon's indignation was caused by finishing his report ahead of time, bending over for too long, hearing Aaron insult him, working in the sun without a shirt. 19. After intermission, Sela resumed her place in the back row. This means that she offered it to an elderly woman, she moved to an empty seat in the front row, she took someone else's seat, or she sat in the same place she was sitting before. 20. How might you react to a ridiculous idea? By discussing it, by laughing at it, by supporting it, or by frowning. 21. Haley was distressed to learn that there would be an exam tomorrow morning. She didn't have to do the dishes. She had been accepted to play in the band, or her experiment had worked. 22. An ample supply of food will run out quickly, feed only a few people, provide more than enough for everyone, or be acceptable to vegetarians. 23. Compassion for stray animals caused Larissa to forget about them, complain about them, joke about them, or give them shelter. 24. Maria was surprised to encounter an elephant on Main Street. This means that Maria did not expect to see an elephant. Elephants often walk down Main Street. The circus was in town, or Maria saw a poster of an elephant. 25. Madison didn't want to exert herself, so she spent the day doing work in the yard, taught her cousins to swim, repaired the leaky sink, or took a long nap in the shade. 26. Which of the following could be a moral duty? Brushing your teeth, preserving the environment, doing your homework, or emailing your friend. 27. Sergio lives in the outskirts of St. Petersburg. Sergio lives in the next town over, at the foot of a mountain, away from the center of St. Petersburg, or in the center of St. Petersburg. 28. Which would be considered ridicule of an elected official? Visiting a statue of him, making his ideas sound foolish, debating his ideas, or reciting his speeches at public events. 29. To burden a friend with a problem is to work with her to solve it, challenge her to solve it, add your problem to her problem, or give her advice. 30. The horse encountered a stone wall. Encountered means came to, jumped over, circled, or threw itself against. 31. Rachel was only jesting when she said she'd paint the house purple. Jesting means thinking ahead, planning ahead, joking, or lying down.